If you thought 13 was an unlucky number, I'm about to change that for good. That's because today, you've hit the jackpot with the number 13. And why is that? Because I'm revealing the 13 miracles that you'll want to try in 2013. They're the best of the best, revolutionary products that will help you live longer, sleep better, and finally lose all that weight once and for all. You guys excited about that, aren't you? Yeah. All right. Now, how did I find them? I called in my special team of miracle workers. Meet my miracle workers of 2013. Pioneers doing cutting-edge research in their fields. And what they discovered will change your life this year. Their 2013 Miracle Hits list has been under wraps until now.
So one of your biggest complaints, you're not getting enough sleep. Well, I finally uncovered the miracle secret that will put your sleeping problems to rest.
After a year of research and taste tests, I formulated the key miracle meals to help you shed those 20 pounds in 2013. So get ready to shock your scale.
I know the way you look changes the way you feel about yourself. So I've got the cutting edge products that are gonna change your appearance. Trust me, every woman in America is gonna say this is a miracle.
I travel the globe in search of Mother Nature's fountain of youth. This time I've tapped into the key to living younger, and I can't even believe what I've dug up.
My miracle workers are all here. They're ready to go, and they've helped me find my first miracle of 2013, a revolutionary new way to live years longer. It's red palm oil. Now, its red color is perfect because I think of it as a stop sign for aging, inside and out. Did you know that palm trees contain an ancient remedy that can slow down the aging process, fight belly fat, and combat heart disease? Palm trees native to Africa and Southeast Asia bear a hard-shell red fruit, which contains a powerful multi-purpose oil. Research shows that the phytochemicals pack a disease-fighting punch, making it one of the most powerful fruits on Earth. And there's a secret inside the flesh of this fruit, extending the warranty of nearly every organ in your body. This mega oil may very well be the most miraculous find of 2013. Miracle worker and alternative medicine expert Bryce Wild has been researching red palm oil. He thinks it's the miracle of the year. So what makes this oil the all-powerful miracle?
It's going to deliver a 1-2 punch unlike any other nutrient or food out there. Powerhouse nutrient number 1, keratin.
Keratin.
Keratin. It's a super powerful antioxidant. Keratin's like that, look at this, bright color, red. This is the super antioxidant found in tomatoes and carrots. And it's got more than both of those combined. Powerhouse nutrient number 2, tocotrienols. That's a special form of vitamin E, very, very cardioprotective. You can appreciate that. You combine these two together, and you are going to stop, just like you said, the aging process, protect the cells and all the tissues of your body.
So I had never heard of this before. I don't know how many of you have, but I'm a little startled that I hadn't, because I know it's used in so many parts of the world. And, you know, we're going to talk about the health benefits in a few moments. Why is it it's just coming to the States now?
I guess we really have been a little shy. A lot of researchers and docs have been shy about our consumption of saturated fats. And let's admit it, there are some saturated fats in here, which is what keeps it thick. We'll talk about that. But this is the next miracle food, I'll tell you.
Yeah, come on, let's talk about it.
Sure.
Now, I talked about coconut oil last year. I also thought it was a miracle food. You guys have all been trying it. Again, it gives us sort of an exotic flavor to things. But I never thought anything we'd talk about would top it, especially for something that could be an adjunct like this.
Absolutely.
But I think this does.
It's very similar.
Red palm oil is powerful. And I want you to look at all these oils over here, right? We've talked about these. Talked about olive oils and almonds, all these great, exotic, wonderful oils. If you put all these oils together, they don't have the same antioxidant power, benefit of this one bottle of red palm oil, which is, again, why I'm so stunned I'd never heard of this before. So if it's so darn powerful, how much do we have to have in order to stop aging?
This is where it gets even easier. 2 tablespoons a day. We're going to show you how to incorporate that into your diet. 2 tablespoons a day. And that's going to give you all the advantages of that tocotrienol I talked about, special type of vitamin E, as well as the keratin. See that bright reddish color?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't want you just spooning this in
No,
like this,
well,
by the
right,
way.
right.
You're going to be replacing other fats in your diet with these. But
Right.
let me show you why I think the nutrients in these 2 spoonfuls of red palm oil can add back years to your life. Let's first off start with the brain, right? Because I think this will actually help protect us against Alzheimer's.
Absolutely. Well, you all see this apple, and this apple is just like our brain. When when oxygen from the environment and stress hits it, it will ultimately denature. It'll become rotten, like you see these brain edges. Now, we all know this culinary trick, this kitchen trick of applying a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice to our fruit salad or apple. That protects it, keeps it white, doesn't it? It does. Well, red palm fruit oil does the exact same thing in our brains. It protects our brains. That special tocotrienol we're talking about, the special powerful form of vitamin E, it's actually going to increase blood circulation. It's going to reduce incidence of dementia and Alzheimer's. So it's going to protect our most important organ.
The next organ, one that's special to me, is the heart. And here we think that red palm oil might play a role in keeping these heart arteries open. Again, the heart's a majestic organ that's perfused by these little blood vessels. The question then becomes, how do we get more blood through those vessels? So I've got a little demonstration here. And Bryce, I'd love you to help explain to us why this oil, which has saturated fats in it, right, still can be beneficial and help protect the heart. Okay, so here are 2 arteries for everyone to get oriented. 2 arteries, they're matching arteries. And just see the little whitest stuff in here? That's the plaque. So give us an example of what happens if you have, for example, butter, a truly saturated fat.
Typical oil, bad saturated fat, acts like molasses through your arteries. So it sticks and clogs to the artery lining. And once there's a particular inflammation there, these bad fats will lock up within the artery lining, causing plaque, blockage, and ultimately death.
Yeah, which is why we talk about the problems with saturated fat. Now, when you take the red palm oil, when it's cold, like it is in here, it gets solid. But when you warm it up in the body, it turns to liquid like this. This is why it's great to cook with as well. And those plaques we talked about in here, when you pour in red palm oil into your body in place of the other fats, it washes away that plaque and it doesn't clump in there. So you literally end up with a very different appearance.
Yeah.
Other thing I want to highlight, again, this is stuff that I almost embarrassingly am talking about because I should have been talking about it earlier, is there was a nice study done looking at cholesterol levels. And they looked at folks, because red palm oil that's the main oil, main fat used in many parts of the world. Folks who were using this actually lowered their bad cholesterol by nearly 40% in 1 month. I mean,
that's rising,
drugs
shocking.
don't even do that.
Right?
Okay, drugs don't even do that.
Absolutely.
Okay, the next organ. Bryce, explain to us why the omentum is important, because, again, we believe this will help blast away fat.
Well, you made this popular. This is where we don't want fats accumulating. And, the bad fats of the world, the margarines, and the other vegetable oils that we overconsume, they metabolize real slow. Yeah. Ultimately, they get stored to this omentum, and they contribute to our waistline. We don't want that. But, yeah, we don't want to grow this stuff. At the end of the day, though, red palm fruit oil, in particular virgin organic, is what we're wanting to look for, actually goes straight to the liver. And when it gets to the liver, it gets used up as calories for the day. That's what we're doing, is we're burning these calories for the day. And in fact, it actually might help to reduce your fat tissue concentration because you're not storing it, you're burning it. Mm-hmm. So it ignites your metabolism. Well,
let's go through this. I want you to really understand what's going on. When you put normal fat into your body, it's like lighting a candle. It'll slowly, gently be metabolized, which means it'll quickly go to your hips and your thighs and your belly, make you fat. All right. Because you're not burning it off very quickly. What Bryce is bringing up is the ability of smaller fats, like we talk about with red palm oil, to ignite your metabolism, like that. Woo!
That's what you want. That's what you want.
This is what you want.
That's what you want.
Versus this. If you want to burn this away, you want this happening to you. This candle doesn't match to it, and the candle will never be able to go there. And this will burn, and it'll burn, and it'll burn as you ingest this into your diet. And there was, again, another study done looking at women who were eating 2 tablespoons of an oil that was like palm oil, and it helped them turn up their metabolism and it whittled away this belly fat that so many of you are frustrated by.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, the good part. We just spent a few minutes of your time, I think well-spent time, explaining why different parts of the body benefit from red palm oil. But the key is, how is it used around the world, and how are we going to use it in America? Because I think this will be the most popular new product we talk about this year in this country. It's going to change the way we cook. So walk me through your favorite ways of using the oil.
This is the thing. It's super easy, all right? So remember, at room temperature, it's semi-solid, and that's great to spread on your bread, for example, even to put on a little bit of, yams or potatoes. This is one of my favorite, a dusk oatmeal, all right? It's red, so throw some goji berries in there and amplify that antioxidant protection, but in itself, if all you have is the red palm fruit oil at home and some oatmeal, you know what? This is going to help protect you for the day.
And what do you call this, dusk?
Yeah, well, it's from dusk to dawn, you know?
Oh.
So this is my
Okay.
red color oatmeal.
Oh, that's good.
And you don't get that bitterness to it, right?
No, not at all. You have oatmeal at dusk?
Well, it's a healthier carbohydrate. It's a slow-releasing carbohydrate as opposed to any other snack. So I'm exercising at night often. I'm going to eat some red oatmeal. The red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. And that's a delightful food. Right?
Okay. Oh, I love that. All right. And finally, we talked a little bit about different ways of replacing butter and margarines, but one of the biggest advantages is you can cook with this oil because it's not going to get destroyed by the high heat.
Absolutely. Salad dressing, it's easy to apply to salads as well, but it's a high smoke point. And this special high smoke point means that it's very stable. Most fats are actually unstable. They oxidize, they denature. This fat, because of that antioxidant power, again, the tocotrienol, special form of vitamin E, and the carotenoids, the carotene, is going to keep it stable. Shelf stable, lasts a long time in your home, and it's going to stay stable in your cooking, in your food, in your wok, or whatever you decide to use.
Thank you for introducing this to us.
All right.
The miracles don't stop here. The #1 thing keeping you from being productive in 2013 is your lack of sleep. I've got a brand new miracle to get you to bed tonight.